Hello, everyone. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. So, got a bit of a different setup here, uh, and you'll just have to forgive me as I'm, getting used to some things and getting some things set up, right? So, I want to talk about South Korea electing an anti-feminist president, okay? Because this is a serious issue affecting societies all over the globe, okay? And we can learn something about the situation by taking, a slightly closer look at the situation. In other words, even in South Korea, feminism is a problem. All right. This is not an isolated sort of issue. This is a global issue. And we can analyze the situation. We can look at the situation and we can recognize that there are these similarities. There are these things that they have in common which can allow us to understand the situation a little better. I'm going to read an article, about it so that we can all have some background here. And because frankly, this is the first time I've been able to, bring up an article and, read something. So, that's really great. So let me do that. As appealing as it is to just look at my own image on the screen. Yeah, I've moved over to the application-based, here it is, version of StreamYard. And yeah, there's a lot of additional features going on here. Okay. So here's the article. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate it. And the new technical ability here is thanks to all of your generous donations. Uh, How's it going, everybody? I'm just checking out the chat. Yo, howdy. Jim, thanks for stopping by. Shota027, how's it going, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, just something as simple as, reading and talking at the same time. I was unable to do on the handheld Android equipment. So, not good. Now, I'm still outdoors, so you're just going to have to ignore, some of the background noises. But audio should be improved and all kinds of good stuff. So let's, like I said, MGTOW is spreading everywhere. Okay. All of the advanced technological societies have seen this over encroachment of feminism, and it's destroying the very fabric, of their societies. What a card to be able to play, right? What a powerful card it is to be able to play in the public sphere, and how easily it is to get it to rule the day, based on man's biology, right? Like we're going along with this, so all of these things enable this larger conversation to take place about, the nature of MGTOW, what's going on, and how it's affecting the individual man's life. And there's some additional things I want to talk about that are related to this, like I said, and we'll do the article, and then I'll talk about a couple of other things, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm even in a position now where I could like invite people on to the podcast to like watch videos and stuff like that. Let me check out the chat here again. How's my audio? Is my audio? Yeah, I can't monitor my levels yet. You know what I mean? So if I'm too loud or something like that, let me know. And like I said, it's a slightly different setup, that I'm dealing with here and now. So things are a little different. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Let's show comments. Jason says about 10 years ago, South Korea had a president that was part of a feminist, man hating cult. No bullshit. Yeah. That's how easy it is for this narrative, this feminist, gynocentric narrative to just like sweep through a society and a civilization and for it to like dominate, all aspects of, the public interaction and stuff like that. The government actually becomes the surrogate, partner of the single female. And this, of course, increases the disposability of the men, which, is what you're dealing with. We look at this situation and we want to take this big picture look at it, but it's taking place in the individual men's lives. That's what's going on. And, it doesn't have to be a societal collapse. It could just be the collapse of your individual life, right? I'm telling you, it's not necessarily going to go down the way, a lot of people think it's going to go down. It doesn't have to go down that way. It can go down on an individual basis. And I think that's what the, individual man has to worry about. Like, suddenly his eyes are open with this red pill knowledge that, wow, there's these systems and procedures in place that are systematically unfair and unjust. And no wonder, I haven't wanted to go along with this. This is all going to come crashing down. That becomes this just natural next step, right? But not necessarily, my friends. It can just be that everything on a larger scale keeps going, but the individual men's lives are just picked off one by one, destroyed, thrown in the gutter, you know, pointless, hopeless, set on that path from an early age and destined by their own consciousness, to this abject destruction. So yeah, and that's a great lead in, for this conversation, right? So happy, so cheerful. I have to lean in here to check out the chat. Maybe. Um, AP530 is here. Thanks for stopping by. Volatile Smile is here. MGTOW Smurf, thanks for stopping by, bro. Uh, this is just worthy of showing. Yeah, and forgive me for not doing any sort of live stuff throughout the week. Like I said, getting new stuff, thanks to your generosity, set up is what's going on, and it's not as easy, you know. It's interesting. We learn new things, and it's very difficult for us to learn those new things. Uh, and then we have to change back to the old ways, and it's like, but I just got used to this new thing. And this speaks to the adaptability of man. You're not set up to like just be in a perfect situation. You're set up to take any kind of difficult situation and master it and perfect it. So don't hope for things to be perfect for you. Hope to be strong enough to deal with things as imperfect as they are. And work towards that, and foresee those problems and forestall those problems. You have to forgive me for talking about these kind of general, broad, overall, helpful, insightful subjects, right? Like, yeah, I'm just, yeah, there's certain types of videos I can do, and there's certain types of videos I can't do, right? Maybe I'm getting there. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Give me a second here. Let me try something out. No, it still doesn't work. AP530 asks, am I still biking these days? No, I'm not. Unfortunately, I would if I could. I've got a lot of restraints on what I can and can't do. I'm extremely limited. You know, uh, So I really do want to thank you guys for, all your support, and, donations, and, subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. And I don't know if anybody shared a video yet, right? Right, because that's a big deal. The share is the big one. The idea is to make content that is just utterly shareable, and, an insightful analysis of, the current situation that men are facing is not, it's not one of those things, right? So this is part of the struggle, with the whole MGTOW, situation. One of the things I'd like to do, um, and you guys let me know if you think this is a good idea, is to rewatch live some of the old Barbarossa videos and analyze them, pause them and break them down a little bit. Uh, because this would, reinforce a lot of the basic fundamental concepts of MGTOW really well. And, what's the point of me trying to do that, better than he did that, which, well, I can't do it. Right? That much we have figured out. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering how the audio quality here is. You guys probably told me in the chat section, but I can't read it. Let me see. Sorry. Oh, this is a worthy comment. What's this? Okay. Let's put this one up. Sorry, my situation still isn't ideal here. Jim says it's undead chronic in that entire group. They've been calling out scam artists in the manosphere. Recently, a dude taking large amounts of money, mainly he hired prostitutes with the cash. Oh, well, there you go. Well, I'm pretty much cool with everybody who's producing MGTOW content. I don't appreciate, scam artists. I really don't. Um, Whatever happened to Coach Eli? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's good reasons to do things and not very good reasons to do things. And if you're doing something for the wrong reason, you're probably not going to be successful at it, you know. Uh, so find the things you care about and then do them because you care about them. And then they might, become quite profitable because you care about them and you do well at them. But if you're just looking for something, to become quite profitable, clearly you don't care about it anyway. That's a whole other set of videos, isn't it? One moment. Now we'll get into the news article here in a minute, but this brings up a much larger subject. All right, and it is something that I want to talk about, but it's pretty broad actually. You know, uh, money. Okay, making money. Men, there is nothing more noble and virtuous than somebody starting a business, a fair business, providing a service to, you know, um, a base, and then, earning a profit as a result because it's a valuable service. This is the engine of, free society, of free markets. This is motivated self-interest. This is, like I said, it's one of the most noble things in the world. It really is. Uh, yeah, if you're working for somebody and you're making a wage, it's the same thing. You're giving up your time, to better your situation. Like if they weren't paying you, you wouldn't be doing it. What's more, noble than that, than an individual being trying to improve its situation, right? It's a wonderful thing. And part of the problem is that we as a society have denigrated that. We've, demeaned it and belittled it. The businessman is a great, great, noble thing. I remember, and it didn't take me long to figure this one out. But maybe like 20, 25 years, that a businessman, even if the business is like completely unimportant, just by operating and giving people jobs and giving them structure to their lives and a way to earn their way in the world is providing a great, great, noble, virtuous, worthy service, that you don't even have to do something that's meaningful and impactful to mankind. But let's add that to the mix. You get to do that now as well. Okay. Not only do you get to start an enterprise where there was nothing before that serves a basic need of people, okay, so much so that they're willing to compensate you for it in return, okay, but on top of that, you're actually being of service to the general overall good, the betterment of the situation, yours and everybody else's around you. In other words, like, you're producing, a cure for, a serious disease or something along those lines, or, just serving a very important need in the market. So you're providing jobs,